Can't keep doing this. I woke up with this pain in my neck. Had no medicine to keep me in check. You know exactly what to say to keep me wrapped up in your chains while I'm here choking on regret. Yeah, you got a couple tricks up your sleeve, taking advantage of my...
오늘은 이렇게 입고 출근해 보려고 합니다. W 컨셉트에서 선물로 보내주셨던 더 오픈 프로덕트의 니트를 한번 입어봤어요. 살짝 비침이 있는 소재라서 안에는 흰색 탑을 받쳐 입고 귀걸이는 넘버링의 실버 이어링 착용해봤어요. 오늘 착장에 어울릴 것 같아서 함께 보내주셨던 아카이브 에크의 가방도 같이 한번 매치를 해봤습니다. 바지는 제가 즐겨 입는 리던의 팬츠를 한번 매치해봤습니다. 그럼 저는 이렇게 입고 다녀올게요.
I think that I've been falling ever since that day I this could be the start. Wondering if you'll feel the same. Wondering if my heart's open. I don't know if this is love, just a phase.
Just delaying and replaying that look upon your face. Your laugh is contagious, never ages, always seems to make my day. Conversations in my head got me conflicted with what you said. I tend to second guess myself, like too much. 'Cause I think that I've been falling ever since that day out in the park. And I don't know if this is love, but maybe this could be the start. Wondering if you feel the same. Wondering if my heart's okay. I don't know if this is love.
오늘은 이렇게 입고 한번 외출해 보려고 합니다. 예전에 빈티지로 구매했었던 트렌치코트 입어봤고요. 여기에 골드 컬러의 후프 이어링 착용해봤습니다. 이너에는 크림 컬러의 탱크탑 입어주고 자라의 진청 바지 한번 매치해봤어요. 가방은 요거 들고 나가보려고 합니다. 그럼 저는 이렇게 입고 다녀오겠습니다.
Nothing like your smile in the morning. Following the linings on your cheeks. 'Cause baby, in your absence life is boring, so I'll never leave. It's easier to love with you by my side. Shutting through the cracks like the first morning light. Feeling like a child in the days and the nights. Living in your arms as years go by. It's easier to love, oh, easier to It's nothing like the way that you adore me. I can feel love from miles away. And the light in your eyes tells me stories of life in a more perfect place where I wanna stay. It's easier to love when it's you by my side. Shining through the cracks like the first morning light. Feeling like a child through the days and the nights. Living in your arms as years go by. It's easier.
Okay, so you're by the overpass. Okay. Nice. You like that area? Like,
It's a Thursday and I'm forgive her, but I got empty cups filling in my bedroom, and I keep thinking this awkward answer, as if the words ever return. Just tell me that it's okay if I'm not okay, going off the deep end. What can I say? I've been feeling low. I've been feeling low. Do you think about the state of it all? Could it be Rome is starting to fall? Whoa. Blinking in the courtroom. Keep doing this. I woke up with this pain in my neck. Had no medicine to keep me in check. You know exactly what to say to keep me wrapped up in your jeans while I'm here choking on regret. Yeah, you got